Hello. My name is Bex, and this is Truthful Tarot. Today I'm just going to do a 3-card general reading for what the universe needs us to know for now. I'm seeking the most benevolent outcome for the highest good of all. Alchemical wedding. This is about merging the light and dark sides of ourselves, and also about connecting with others and how that can bring about our divinity. When we are in balance with ourselves, that's when true connection comes. When we understand without judgment the light and dark sides of ourselves and the ways in which we can evolve both of them through connection to each other, through connection to others, each to the other. Yeah. Alchemical wedding, when I think about alchemy, I think about a transformative process, right? Changing lead into gold, taking that heavy, stuck energy and elevating it to something transformed, something changed, something evolved. Growth is an alchemical process. And then wedding, again, goes back to that connection feeling, goes back to that feeling of, being connected to ourselves, to both sides of ourselves, and also out to the world, right? Out to each other, and understanding not every connection is going to be positive or even needs to be positive. We can learn from challenging interactions, and we can appreciate nurturing connections, right? And even a challenge can be nurturing. And then we have Rebus, the androgen. And when I think about androgens, I think about balance again, right? We've got the sun and the moon here. We've got the spider here hanging in the balance. We've got these beautiful birds that, one is looking up and one is looking down, right? It's as above, so below. I think, again, with the balance, as someone who identifies as non-binary, I think the androgen is about, again, accepting both sides of ourselves. We have a masculine and feminine polarity within us, and honoring that and not allowing ourselves to be defined by what society says about Annie, Chen, Annie, come here. This is my big girl, Annie. She wanted to make her voice heard. She says it's okay to be a tough girl, right? It's okay. Yeah, and it's okay to be afraid too, It's okay. Merlin. And Merlin wants to chime in as well. Telling us about that alchemical process, that magic, that it's okay to speak both sides of ourselves. It's okay. It's okay. And that we don't have to let ourselves be controlled by outside forces, but that we can acknowledge the duality in all things and in ourselves, and in that way find peace. And lastly, we have oil of vitriol. Oil of vitriol. It's about, again, a transformation, about sort of being willing to speak our voice and being willing to, be fierce and ferocious, and also to shine brightly. When I think of vitriol, I think of vitality, right? Sort of that passion of being alive, that fierce force of will to survive. And I think, sometimes being ferocious is harmful, but there are other times that it's appropriate. There are other times when it is self-protective, it is generative, even creating something, for fiercely loving, fiercely loyal, fiercely, and unapologetically ourselves. So I think this oil of vitriol is saying, let that be your growth. Let yourself speak your voice, speak your truth, and don't worry about the reactions of others. That doesn't mean, actively cause harm, right? We don't want to cause harm, certainly not intentionally, and we want to be mindful of not harming others and not harming ourselves, but also sort of voicing our dissatisfaction, voicing our concerns, voicing our passions, and really speaking that and sort of, unapologetically barking that out to the universe, and saying our piece. And that can really bring us peace and growth. I'm really drawn to the green here as we're in May and springtime and things are starting to grow and turn green, and really get vivacious, right? So I think the bottom of the deck, we have the sun, right? As we come into summer, we're stepping into summertime. We're stepping into a time of shining light, right? Sap of the moon planet on the top of the deck. So here we again go with the duality, right? The duality of all things. And really understanding that the power is in our hands and the beauty of the darkness, right? So we can sort of, is this alchemical process of, we don't want to stay stuck in one or the other, because if we stay stuck in one or the other, we lose the magic, right? We lose that transformative process. But if we can speak our truth, we can voice our concern. I mean, I'm thinking of talk therapy as well. Like when we say the thing that hurts us, we say the thing that bothers us, or that we speak out loud our patterns, we can then change them. And also, I'm thinking about how words are spells, right? Words are spells. That's why we call it spelling. And so if we are spelling out to the world what we want, right? Spelling out what we believe, spelling out our truth, then we can manifest that truth. And so we want to choose our truths. Choose your truths. So that doesn't mean selective hearing, right? It doesn't mean being willfully ignorant, but it does mean what stories are you telling yourself? Questioning what you believe that you know to be true, and how are your truths that you're speaking to yourself and to others, how are they helping you grow, or how are they harming, right? Helping or harming, I think is a much better framework for understanding these things than, light or dark, or good or bad. I think if we think of helping and harming, right, we want to be in the helping energy. We want to be helping to speak out the thing. I'm hearing like lion's breath, lion's breathing in yoga, right? Roaring out our truth to the world. But make sure before you roar out impulsively that you are aligning with your highest truth, the truth of growth, the truth of helping ourselves and others grow. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for listening. Please like this video if you found anything useful in it. Please subscribe. And, I hope to speak with you again. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day.